Wedding time in the middle of nowhere. By chance last week, we arrived at a village in the far-out island of Ongea to a colorful wedding celebration. Being in Fiji, we were welcomed with open arms and attended the celebration and feast. Then we sailed to what we were told was one of the most beautiful anchorages in Fiji.
This is what Isabel's dress looks like.
You got everything?
Hi.
How are you, my darling?
Oh, I'm good. I'm a bit stressed. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we're late for a wedding. We're on Gaia in the Lao groups and we were invited to a wedding yesterday. Very exciting, our first Fijian wedding. And now we're running a tiny bit late. We're gonna visit the school first that we visited yesterday. We have some school supplies for them. I'm gonna visit Ben, who is the headmaster in the school.
He's a little legend,
nice,
that guy.
Very nice guy. And yeah, we're just gonna drop some stuff off and then we're gonna go together with all the kids and Ben to church.
I had a good chat with Ben yesterday.
Yeah, he loves sports.
They're both, they're all good guys in here. Cannot fault them at all.
No.
It's like the further we get out from the mainland, it just gets more and more friendly. But even the
mainland, everyone's so friendly.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right.
Let's do it.
How you feeling?
Excited.
You didn't sleep so well.
The one thing I like about weddings is normally they have an open bar. So I don't think I'm going to get that today, but who knows, maybe there's some kava involved.
So it's the chief's son that's getting married today, and we are honored to be invited. Right now we're just trying to find a path to the village. It is low tide and we cannot get into the town with the dinghy because it's so low and so shallow when it's low tide. There's another cruiser here, name is Umberto, and he's been here a while. He showed Kieran the path to the village yesterday. And now we're just trying to find it. We are running a little bit late, but it's Fiji time, so I reckon they're fine with it.
Fiji time, man!
Whew, it is very hot, very, very hot.
Smoking.
Smoking, but look at this.
Smoking.
Beautiful.
Arriving on time, the wedding had actually started early, and Ben greeted us by the door to show us our seats.
Sorry for the shuffle of the program again. Thank you for coming. One for kindergarten.
We didn't know what you needed, so we just bought a little bit of
After the wedding, we had the chance to give our school supplies that we had brought from the mainland. We were rewarded for our efforts with coconuts and papaya, picked by the kids. We furthermore learnt about the school and the values they teach their students. It's just so great to see how enthusiastic the kids were about their school.
We mostly buy those. Tama.
Like all weddings, the village of Ongea had put on a great feast, which we were so generously invited to. All the food had been caught, grown and prepared in the days leading up to the wedding. Pork, fish and cassava were all on the menu. You came in early, didn't you, when the tide was still high?
Yeah.
You're a smart man. In most social gatherings in Fiji, kava is a drink of choice. Kava comes from a plant that is grown around the country. First, the plant is cultivated, dried in the sun, pounded into a fine dust, and then massaged into water through a cloth. As seen here, mostly the men sit around the kava bowl and drink sometimes for hours or even days. Kava gives the drinker a type of relaxed feeling, sometimes even causing drowsiness. So we've just actually moved anchorages. While in Ongea we were anchored over by the town, and we've done the Sevu Sevu and we've had the wedding now, and we've just decided to move today to, we were told, was one of the most beautiful anchorages that our friend Umberto told us about, and right now we have just put anchor down and it is not disappointing one bit. We are anchored in about 4 meters of blue crystal clear water with just white sand all around us and beaches, and on top of that we have the protection of all these little islands, so you could get a strong blow through here and you wouldn't really feel it, I don't think.
Hi.
What do we think?
Wow. Just from one stunning location to the next. This water is just
How is it?
Is that something out of a postcard?
It's out of a postcard.
Yes.
A chipmunk postcard.
No. Oh. I'm gonna jump in the water.
Darling baby. How's your sup?
That was awesome.
Not a bad spot, is it?
No. Incredible. Saw a stingray?
Did you? What was his name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah the stingray.
Yeah.
So it was actually a her, not a him.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You and Sarah
We had a good chat.
had a good chat, did you? You have drinks later on?
No, she doesn't drink.
Oh, she doesn't drink, she just lives in the sea, she doesn't drink the sea. Recording?
I am recording.
We are going on an adventure.
An adventure?
Yeah, so it's just about to hit high tide. We are on the opposite island to the main island of Onganga.
Ongea?
And we're just going to go around to these, apparently they're like tidal pools where the tide comes up and then as the tide leaves there's like a section of water that's like above sea level. So, and there's a few tucked away beaches as well. So without further ado, let's go check them out. So we've just come around the island and we've come to the spot where basically the waves are crashing over at high tide and bringing all the water from the ocean into the lagoon, and the water's really got nowhere to go besides this. It just steams out of this area in this strong current. So you can see it around us now. We're going to try and get around it. It's pretty shallow, so we want to be safe. We don't want to hurt the engine. So we're going to do this cautiously, I think. Not sure about this.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, all in. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for a collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in.
So today we couldn't actually get up onto this higher level. There's this protective reef around the higher section, I guess you'd say. So we're going to have a go again tomorrow at low tide. We might be able to anchor the dinghy and walk up and really kind of explore that whole area. We'll just have to settle for this beach all to ourselves.